All right, here we go. We're going to make some double fold bias. First, to make double fold bias, we need to take our fabric and cut it in 2-inch strips. And I'm going to put up a slide to show you exactly how I cut it. Alrighty, so now we have our 2-inch cuts, and you'll notice here I have this nice long pin. I'm sure we all have some pins, and what I'm gonna do is, here, so you can read it, is I've got a gap here so you can get underneath it that's 1 inch wide. So that gives you a visual. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna fold it inside towards itself. I'll kind of open it so you can see that. And you can iron it down to get it underneath here, but usually you can just squeak it under. Boop, boop, a-doo. And if you want to do continuous fold binding, that is fine and dandy. But if you fold this material and cut it along so you get a 36-inch wide, aka a yard, you don't need to make continuous, because you'll just need 2 of these 36-inch by 2-inch pieces for each mask if you choose to go that route. So here we go. I got it started. I'm going to get this cord out of the way. Alrighty. I'm gonna just get it started. Make sure it's nice and good to go. I'm just going to put my iron on it. And you can see it's coming out like magic on the other side. And keep an eye on it, make sure it's about 1 inch. And you keep doing that. And when you still have the iron down on here, you know, if you've got some tension going on here, you can see that it already kind of wants to fold. So you just keep going, obviously with the iron in there, and you'll get single fold bias tape. Whoop! All right. We'll just finish this strip here since we got it in. And here we go. And here we go. Ta-da! All right, so now we have our bias tape folded once. So now we just need to fold it over again. And I just eyeball it. And a little easier for you to see. I just match it up and I iron it. And I do the same thing. I just pull it through so it folds. And then alakazam, here you go. You have your double folded bias tape, and it'll be 1/2 inch when you're all done. So I'm going to find my zigzag. Going to use this. I'm going to make my zig a little wider. This is just for me. And here we go. And I'm just going to test it out here. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how I sew it on to my mask when I'm sewing. All right, so I've got my pleats in, all ready to go. Here we go. And I'll take my bias tape, my 36-inch bias tape, and what I'll do is I'll fold it in half. And there it is in the half. And I'll just pinch it real good. I don't mark it with the pen or anything, because it doesn't have to be perfect, you know. Alrighty. So here we go. Here's my little, I can see my little crease. Can you see it? Here we go. So I got my little crease here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just literally going to, because I knot my ends, so I don't worry about back tacking. So here we go. Woo! And I'm just stitching down with my zigzag. And I find my little crease, and if I forget, I can just grab the other end, meet them up. Come back like so. But we'll keep sewing until I almost get to the halfway point. Alrighty, so here's my crease, and I just eyeball it. And I just stick it in here, sandwich it in. Here we go, a little back tag there. A little back tack there. And then I'm just gonna put the pedal to the metal. Gonna trim my thread, and alakazam, it's on there. And you know what? If you sandwich it in there, like, it goes through your machine a lot smoother, obviously, because you're not hitting these little road bumps here. Dunk, 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 dunk. You know, you just sandwich that in there and do it. You know, if you feel you need to pin it, by all means pin it. You know, you have to do what works best for you. Another way I'm going to show you is if you're feeling, where'd I put it? So here's a piece of single fold. You know, I haven't double folded it yet, and I'll find the middle here. And I'm just gonna put a pin here for time's sake. Here we go. And you can open it up on one side, and you can see I'm eyeballing the middle of my fabric. And I'm going to stitch along this first line here. Okay. I'm going to take that pin out just so it's out of the way. Now look at, if I fold it over, here it is like so, and then you can just fold it like that. And just do the same thing, but it's already sewn in place. If that makes you feel better, all the power to you. I'm just showing what works for me, because I'm a visual kind of girl. And I'm just gonna fold it and see how it just really wants to do it on its own. Keep a little tension on it. Okay, we're coming up to the mask here. See that? I'll just tuck it in there like. And then we'll just fold this bad boy and put the pedal to the metal for the rest of it. It's all sewn on, easy peasy. All right, so here it is, all said and done. I hope this helps you guys at least get a visual. I think the more binding videos get out there, the more people be able to find them and stop having to ask so many questions, which, you know, that's the only way you're going to learn. But, and you know, if you make your own binding, quite honestly, you know, we don't need to be going into the stores risking ourselves. If we can just if all you need is an iron, a needle, we can make our own and stay safe at home while still making all these wonderful masks. So you have a great day, and happy sewing.